Hidden inside libraries, bedrooms, classrooms, and forgotten shelves sits one of the most powerful inventions ever created. It does not flash on a screen, it does not send notifications, it does not compete for your attention every second. Yet for centuries, it has shaped leaders, inspired revolutions, built empires, transformed ordinary people into extraordinary thinkers, and quietly changed the course of human history. The surprising part is that most people walk past this power every single day without realizing what they are missing. In a world where endless streams of content fight for every second of our attention, reading books may seem old fashioned to some. Many people believe books are simply a source of entertainment, a way to pass time, or a hobby for a small group of dedicated readers. But the truth is far more fascinating. Behind every great book lies a hidden force capable of changing the way a person thinks, feels, learns, and understands the world. Books are not just collections of words, they are tools that can reshape the human mind in ways that modern technology still struggles to match. History provides countless examples of individuals whose lives were transformed through reading. Some of the world's most successful leaders, inventors, scientists, writers, and entrepreneurs shared one common habit. They were passionate readers. Long before they changed the world, they spent hours turning pages, absorbing ideas, and learning from minds that lived centuries before them. Through books, they gained access to knowledge, wisdom, and experiences that would have taken multiple lifetimes to acquire on their own. What makes this even more interesting is that the benefits of reading go far beyond knowledge. Reading can strengthen focus in an age filled with distractions. It can improve memory. It can sharpen critical thinking. It can reduce stress and bring a sense of calm during difficult times. Research has even suggested that reading fiction can help people become more empathetic by allowing them to experience life through different perspectives. In a society that often rewards speed and constant stimulation, reading trains the brain to slow down, think deeply, and process information in a more meaningful way. Yet there is another side to books that many people rarely discuss. Some books have sparked movements that changed nations. Some have challenged powerful ideas that society once accepted as truth. Others have inspired people to leave behind old beliefs and pursue entirely new paths in life. There are stories of prisoners who rebuilt their lives through reading, stories of inventors whose greatest ideas began with a single book, stories of young dreamers who discovered a vision for their future while reading words written by someone they would never meet. These are not myths. These are real examples of the quiet influence books continue to have across generations. Throughout this video, we will uncover the remarkable pleasures and powers hidden inside the simple act of reading. We will explore why books remain valuable even in an age dominated by smartphones and social media. We will discover how reading affects the brain, why it helps develop deeper understanding, and how it can strengthen qualities that many people are slowly losing in today's fast-moving world. We will also reveal some lesser-known facts about reading that may completely change the way you look at books forever. As this journey unfolds, you will begin to see that reading is not merely about collecting information. It is about expanding the limits of your mind. It is about learning from people separated by centuries, cultures, and experiences. It is about gaining access to ideas that can influence your future decisions, shape your character, and unlock possibilities you may never have considered before. And make sure you stay with us until the very end because the final power of reading is perhaps the most important and most overlooked benefit of all. It is a hidden advantage that separates many of the world's most successful people from everyone else. And once you understand it, you may never look at books the same way again. So settle in and join us as we explore the pleasures and powers of reading books, one of humanity's greatest treasures and one of the most underrated tools for personal growth. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy thoughtful content that helps you learn, grow, and see the world from a deeper perspective, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Now, let's begin. One of the greatest pleasures of reading books is the ability to travel without moving an inch. A person can sit quietly in a small room and yet find themselves walking through the streets of ancient Rome, sailing across dangerous oceans, exploring distant planets, or standing beside some of the most important figures in history. Books possess a unique ability that few other forms of entertainment can match. They allow the mind to leave its immediate surroundings and enter entirely different worlds. Unlike a movie that presents images directly to the viewer, a book invites the reader to participate in the creation of the experience. The words on the page become pictures inside the mind. Every scene is built through imagination. Every character gains life through thought. This process creates a personal connection between the reader and the story that often feels surprisingly real. This is one reason stories have remained important throughout human history. Long before televisions, computers, and smartphones existed, people gathered around fires and shared stories. They passed down lessons, beliefs, traditions, and experiences through narrative. The human brain naturally responds to stories because stories help organize information in a way that is easy to understand and remember. Facts alone can be forgotten quickly, but when those facts are wrapped inside a story, they become memorable. A story gives meaning to information. It creates emotion, it creates curiosity, it creates tension and resolution. These elements capture attention in a way that simple data often cannot. When reading a novel, a person may experience excitement, fear, hope, sadness, joy, and anticipation without facing any actual danger. The brain responds to fictional experiences in surprisingly powerful ways. While readers know they are sitting safely with a book in their hands, their minds become deeply involved in the events unfolding on the page. A suspenseful moment can increase tension. A heartbreaking loss can create genuine sadness. A victory can produce real satisfaction. This emotional involvement is part of what makes reading such an enjoyable experience. Books also provide access to places and cultures that many people may never encounter in their daily lives. Through reading, a person can learn how people lived thousands of years ago. They can understand customs from distant countries. They can witness historical events through the eyes of those who experienced them. A single book can introduce perspectives that challenge assumptions and expand understanding. In many ways, reading allows people to live many lives instead of just one. The value of this mental journey becomes even greater when considering the limitations of time and circumstance. Most people will only experience a small portion of the world directly. There are simply too many places to visit, too many cultures to explore, and too many stories to witness within a single lifetime. Books help overcome this limitation. They serve as bridges connecting readers to experiences far beyond their own immediate reality. Every page offers an opportunity to see life through a different lens. Yet books do much more than provide escape. Their greatest strength may actually lie in their ability to bring readers back to reality with greater understanding than before. Many people begin reading to relax or enjoy a story, but along the way they discover insights about themselves, their relationships, their ambitions, and the world around them. Fiction often reveals truths about human nature. History books reveal patterns of success and failure. Biographies expose the struggles hidden behind achievement. Philosophy challenges assumptions. Psychology explains behavior. In this way, books become tools for understanding reality rather than simply avoiding it. As readers spend more time with books, another important change begins to take place. The mind itself starts to develop. Reading is not a passive activity, it requires effort and participation. Every sentence must be processed, every idea must be interpreted, every argument must be evaluated. Unlike short-form content that delivers information quickly and often demands little concentration, reading requires sustained attention. This is increasingly important in a world filled with distractions. Notifications arrive constantly. Videos autoplay endlessly. Social media platforms compete aggressively for attention. Many people find it difficult to focus on a single task for more than a few minutes. Reading provides a powerful form of mental training against this trend. Each reading session becomes an exercise in concentration. The reader learns to remain engaged with one idea for an extended period. Over time, this habit strengthens the ability to focus. The process may seem simple, but its effects can be significant. Focus is one of the most valuable skills in modern life. Whether learning a new subject, building a career, solving complex problems, or pursuing personal goals, the ability to concentrate deeply often separates average results from exceptional ones. Reading develops this ability gradually. Every chapter requires attention, every page demands engagement. The brain learns to resist distraction and remain committed to a single train of thought. Reading also encourages patience. Many worthwhile books do not reveal all their value immediately. Ideas develop slowly. Arguments unfold over many pages. Characters evolve over time. The reader must remain patient and allow the material to reveal itself gradually. This experience contrasts sharply with the instant gratification offered by much of modern media. Books teach the mind to appreciate delayed rewards. They demonstrate that deeper understanding often requires time and effort. There is also an important difference between consuming information and processing ideas. Modern technology allows people to encounter enormous amounts of information every day. Headlines, posts, videos, and updates appear constantly. Yet exposure to information is not the same as understanding it. Reading encourages deeper engagement. Instead of quickly moving from one topic to another, readers spend time exploring ideas thoroughly. They examine arguments, they consider evidence, they reflect on implications. This deeper process strengthens critical thinking and intellectual independence. As the mind grows stronger through reading, another remarkable benefit begins to emerge. Books influence not only how people think, but also how they understand other human beings. One of the most powerful abilities developed through reading is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It allows individuals to connect with experiences beyond their own. Books provide a unique environment for developing this skill because they place readers directly inside the thoughts, emotions, and struggles of others. Through a story, readers may experience the hopes of a young dreamer, the fears of a soldier, the grief of a parent, or the determination of someone overcoming tremendous obstacles. These experiences broaden emotional understanding. Readers begin to recognize that people often act for reasons that may not be immediately visible. Motivations become clearer, struggles become more understandable, judgments become less automatic. Instead of seeing others through a narrow perspective, readers learn to consider multiple viewpoints. This ability has practical value in everyday life. Strong relationships depend on understanding. Effective communication depends on understanding. Leadership depends on understanding. People who can appreciate different perspectives are often better equipped to resolve conflicts, build trust, and connect with others. Reading helps develop these qualities naturally. Books also reveal the complexity of human nature. Real people are rarely entirely good or entirely bad. Most individuals are mixtures of strengths and weaknesses, hopes and fears, successes and failures. Great books often reflect this complexity. They present characters with difficult choices, conflicting emotions, and personal struggles. Readers witness these experiences from the inside, gaining insights that are difficult to acquire through simple observation alone. As empathy grows, books begin to take on another role. They become teachers. Every book represents the accumulated knowledge, experience, and reflection of another human mind. Some authors spend decades studying a subject before condensing their findings into a single volume. Others dedicate years to understanding a specific problem or mastering a particular skill. Through reading, that knowledge becomes accessible to anyone willing to learn. This creates one of the most extraordinary opportunities available to human beings. A reader can learn directly from people who lived centuries ago. Their physical lives may have ended long ago, yet their ideas continue to speak through their words. Reading creates conversations across time. A person living today can explore the thoughts of philosophers, scientists, leaders, inventors, and writers from distant eras. The value of this opportunity is difficult to overstate. Experience is one of life's greatest teachers, but experience is also expensive. Mistakes consume time. Failures create setbacks. Lessons often arrive only after significant difficulty. Books provide access to the experiences of others without requiring readers to repeat every mistake themselves. They offer shortcuts to knowledge that would otherwise take years to acquire. A biography may reveal the habits that contributed to success. A history book may expose patterns that repeat across generations. A psychology book may explain behaviors that once seemed confusing. A business book may contain lessons learned through decades of trial and error. In each case, readers gain access to valuable insights at a fraction of the cost required to discover them independently. And this is where the true power of reading begins to emerge. Knowledge is valuable, but knowledge alone is not enough. Information becomes meaningful only when it changes behavior. Books possess the ability to influence beliefs, and beliefs influence actions. Over time, actions shape the course of a life. Many transformative moments begin with a single idea. That idea may appear in a conversation, a lecture, or an experience. Often it appears within the pages of a book. A reader encounters a perspective they had never considered before. An assumption is challenged. A possibility becomes visible. The new direction begins to form. The final power of reading goes far beyond knowledge. Reading is not simply about collecting facts, memorizing information, or finishing as many books as possible. Its greatest power lies in its ability to shape the person you become. Every book you read leaves a mark on your mind. Some books teach valuable lessons, some challenge old beliefs, some introduce new ideas that stay with you for years, and a few have the power to change the direction of your entire life. Reading builds character in ways that are often invisible at first. It develops patience in a world that demands instant results. It develops wisdom in a world overflowing with information. It strengthens imagination in a world that constantly provides ready-made images. And it deepens understanding in a world where people are often quick to judge and slow to listen. Page by page, book by book, these qualities begin to grow. This is why books remain one of humanity's greatest inventions. They entertain us when we need escape, they educate us when we seek knowledge, they challenge us when we become too comfortable, they comfort us during difficult times, and sometimes, when we least expect it, they completely transform us. Every page you read is more than ink on paper. It is an opportunity to learn something new. It is a chance to see the world through different eyes. It is an invitation to think deeper, dream bigger, and grow wiser. The people we become tomorrow are often shaped by the ideas we encounter today, and many of those ideas are waiting inside books. So the question is not whether books have power. History has already answered that. The real question is how much of that power you are willing to unlock for yourself. One book can teach a lesson. 100 books can build a library of wisdom inside your mind. And a lifetime of reading can create a version of yourself that would never have existed otherwise. Before you leave, take a moment to think about the last book that truly changed your perspective. If a title comes to mind, that alone is proof of the lasting impact books can have. And if you enjoyed this video and found value in what you've learned today, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves learning and personal growth. Your support helps us create more content like this and bring these powerful ideas to even more people. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep becoming the best version of yourself, because the next page you turn could be the page that changes everything.